Hi, this is Priyanshu. In today's video, we are going to see our class 6th mathematics chapter 4 exercise 4.4 solution. So if you have any doubt in this exercise, so don't worry about it. In the end of this video, you will have not a single doubt in this exercise. So I'm going to explain this exercise with a very easy and clear way to you, and if you have a doubt, it is going to be clear in this video. Okay, so let's start with our first question. So the first question is that make any 4 points A, B, C and D and join them to make a quadratical. Name it. Okay, so now you know what is this question is telling. That in this question, the first thing you have to be know about this one. First, what is the quadratical? You know, triangle. I hope you know about the triangle. Okay, na? Triangle means what? A three line. When the three line segments join each other, that form a triangle. Three lines, whenever three line segments join each other, they form a triangle. So what is the quadrilateral? Quadrilateral means same only. Whenever the four line segment, triangle means 3, but quadratical means 4 line segments. Whenever any 4 line segments like that, this is a 1 line segment, this is another line segment, this is another. Whenever any 4 line segments join each other, they form quadratical. Quadratical means 4 line segments joining each other. That is the quadratical. Okay, na? So here quadratical is always made with the 4 lines only. Quadratical always made with the 4 line. Okay, remember this line, or you can say line segment. Okay, now I hope you know the line or line segment. Okay, so a line means it can extend both of direction. That is a line. Segment means like line segment means that have a fixed point that cannot be extended. If it is 2 centimeter, it is a fixed, its value is fixed, it will be only 2 centimeter. But line is 2 centimeter, it means that it can extend 3 centimeter, 4 centimeter, any centimeter you can extend, but line segment you cannot extend it. Okay, now is it clear? Right. So quadratic means same. Quadratic is made with the 4 line segments. Okay, 4 line segments or 4 lines you can say. So here we have a 4 points. It is given A, B, C and D, and now we have to join these 4 points. So how we can join this one? It is easy. Just write point A. This A is there na, write it A here, then B is there na, write B here, then after C is there na, you can write C here, write the C here. Otherwise, if you want to write the C, write the C here or D here. Okay, you written like that. So now we can join this one. So let's join this one. Okay, now so now you can join this like that, or take this one here and just do like that. Otherwise, and take one step like that, and you can do like that, or here like that. Okay, so we join it this one. So this is our quadratic. Quadratic is always 4 lines. So here you can say this is your one line. Okay, A to B is a one line, B to C is another line, C to D is another line, and D to A, or you can say A to D, is another line. So this is generally our quadratic. You can make another way also. You can do like this. You just make you can make like this also. You can just take a figure and you just do like that also, and you can write here A, B, C and D. You can do anything. Okay, you can this A, B, C and D. So quadratic means simple. You have to take the 4 lines. Okay, we have to take, this is a 1 line, this is a 1 line, this is a 1 line, and this is a 1 line. Just take the 4 lines and join these 4 lines in any of direction, in any of this one, just and make the angle. So I'm telling to join the 4 lines, so don't do like this. Okay, this is a 3 and this is a 4. So this is not a quadratic. Quadratic is always have to be close. It have to be close like that. Okay, na? So you can make like this one, otherwise this or this. In this direction also you can make. So this is also a quadratic, because this is a first, this is a 1 line, this is another line, this is another line, this is, so there is a 4 line. So you can make quadratic like that also. Okay, now quadratic you can make like that also. This is 1, this is 1, this like this and like this. Okay, you can make like that quadratic also. You can write A, B, C and D. You can write like this. So any in this figure you can choose any one of this one. Okay, now right. So now let's talk about our second question. So second question is that, so here it is telling that PQRS is given. Okay, if you see this figure, in this figure, P, this is P, this is Q, this is R, this is S, it is given already. This is a quadratic means 4 line segments, the angle which is made with 4 sides. So this is a one angle, this is another 3 and 4, so it is a quadratic. Why? Because it is made with the 4 lines. Okay, now that's why. So all right, is it clear? So this question telling that PQR is a quadratical. Yes, it is there. Now you have to answer of this following question. So let's see the first question. What is our first question? So if you see, the first question is that the opposite side of Q and R. So where it is Q and R? So here this is a Q and this is R. Just take this line. This QR is there now. You have to take the opposite side of the QR. What is the opposite side of the QR? So if you don't know how to find opposite sides, it is a very simple. What you can do here, let's suppose this is your gully. Okay, now where you are living, this is your home and this is your gully. Okay, now whatever it is, gully, colony, street, whatever street, in that there is a opposite street also, and in this opposite street there is your friend house. This is your friend house, and if someone asks you where, if someone come and you ask you, hey, where is your friend living? So you will say, my friend live opposite to my gully or opposite to my street. Okay, now let's suppose this is your this is a road, this is a main road, and this is a like a station. It is like a station. So what will you say? This is your gully and this is your friend. So you will say, my friend live opposite to my. So this is opposite now, this is opposite. So like that, this is a QR is there now. So how you will find the opposite in this one, I will explain you. Like this is, okay, I will take a pencil. Okay, this is a Q and R. So what is opposite to this? Opposite means just this, like this is there now, this is opposite, this is a line. Opposite means just front of this. Front of this is the opposite. This is the opposite of the Q and R. Okay, now this is QR, this is opposite to the Q and R. Let's suppose if like QR is like this is a Q and this is R. So what is the opposite of Q and R like that? So the opposite is just front of this one. Okay, so this is going to be opposite. So in this figure, the simply that thing is only happening here. Okay, now so this is the our Q and R. It is our opposite side. Okay, right. So all right, so here if you see, this is opposite one. Okay, now this one, okay, I will erase this one. So here it is telling that what is the opposite. Okay, now what is the opposite of the Q and R? So this is a Q and R. What is opposite? Just in the front of the Q and R, what is there? P and S are there. So this is the only opposite. So Q and R is the opposite of P and S. If you see P and S, if you am I asking you what is the opposite side of the P and S? What is the opposite side of P or S? Q and R is the opposite of P and S. Otherwise, Q and R is also opposite of P of S. Okay, now you understand? This is P and this is S. This is Q and this is R. So what is the opposite of P and S? Q and R is the opposite. If I ask you like that only, what is the opposite of Q and R? You will say P and S. Okay, like that here. PQR is the opposite of PS. Okay, now so QR opposite PS. So you can write like that. You can just write the P and S. Okay, now like that you just write P and S. You can write P and S. Okay, now this is not looking like S. Okay, now so PS is a. Okay, I'm really sorry. I will write it again. PS is the opposite of that one. Okay, is it clear? Now let's talk about the another. The angle opposite of the P. Where it is the angle P? This is the angle P now. What is opposite to the angle P? If you see, just take a line. Just take a straight line. Just take a straight line. Okay. So where this angle P is meeting, it is meeting in the R. So what is the opposite line of the angle P? That is the R. So just write R. How it is happening? I'm just explain you again. Again, I will explain you. Let's suppose this is a one line is there now. Okay, this is a one of the figure is there. This is a P and this is Q. Okay, and this is S and this is R. If someone asks you what is the opposite to the P, so how will you find? Just do nothing you have to do. Just take this point and this point, intersect. Okay, and just take P and S, just intersecting. Whatever corner is there now, just intersect. This or this point intersect, this or this point intersects. Now let's look. If someone asks you, find the opposite side of P. So this line going straight here to the R. It means that R is the opposite side of P. So I already written here. If someone asks you what is the opposite side of R, so how you can find? Just take the straight line from R and go. So the opposite side of R is P. Okay na? Now if someone other one come and ask, they are telling you find the opposite side of Q. How will you find the opposite side of Q? Just take a straight line. So the opposite side of Q is the S. Okay na? If someone come you and ask you what is the opposite side of S, just take the straight line and just see. Q is the opposite side of S. So is it clear? So like that only we did like that here. We just it is asking find the opposite angle of opposite angle. So this is angle, just take it a straight line. This is going to the R. It means that R is the only opposite angle of the angle P. So you can write R and you just make a angle symbol. You know, this symbol means angle only. So just put like that. Okay, don't think this is a L. This is a not L. This is a symbol of angle. So I just write here. Okay now. Okay, just wait a minute. I will write here. This is the angle R. Okay, right. Is it clear? Now let's talk about the question number third one. So question number third is telling that the adjacent side of P and Q. So where it is P and Q? So if you see, this is the P and this is Q. This is the only, okay, and we have to find the opposite. We have to find the adjacent side, not opposite. We have to find adjacent side. So dear, first of all you have to know about that what is the adjacent side. Okay, so if you understand adjacent side, then you can write this adjacent side. Okay na? So how will you write the adjacent side? Let's suppose this is an angle. Okay, this is angle, this is a P, this is Q, and this is R. Let's suppose this is an angle. So in this angle what will happen? I am asking you what is adjacent. If you find the adjacent of P means just the front of this number. The front of this number is the only called the adjacent. Like this P is there na, the adjacent is the just exactly the another line of the particular given it. Okay, you are not going to understand. I will explain in this one only. Here it is asking adjacent side. Adjacent side means that P and Q is telling na, so P and Q, this is adjacent. So we have to find adjacent. So this line is there na, so whatever line which is intersecting in this line, that is the only adjacent side. This is the only adjacent side. Like this line is like that only. Okay, this is like that. Okay, whatever it is like that na. So this is P and this is Q. And the question is telling find adjacent side of PQ. So this is the only P and Q now. So how you will find the adjacent side of the P and Q? So just see in the P and Q, just see in the P and Q, which line is intersecting in this P and Q. In this line, this P and Q line, this asking P and Q, just see in this P and Q line which line segment is intersecting. So this line is intersecting. This line is intersecting or not? Yes, this line is intersecting. This line is also intersecting in the P and Q. If you see here, this P is in P is intersecting in P and Q. Yes, this AC is intersecting or not? This AC is intersecting in the P. Yes, it is intersecting. In this line, this Q is also intersecting. This means that this is the line which is intersecting in this P and Q, that is the S and that is R. These are the only adjacent side of P and Q. So what are the adjacent side of the P and Q? So the adjacent side of the P and Q is the P and S, or Q and R. You can write Q and R. So this is the only adjacent side. Adjacent side means simple. I will again explain to you. Okay, so this it is asking P and Q. Just this is a P and Q. In this line, which line is coming? In this line P and Q, which line is coming? So in this line there is a two lines are intersecting. This Q and R line is intersecting in the P and Q. Yes. In this line, which line is intersecting? P and S is intersecting. So these two lines intersecting. What are those? In the P and Q, which line is intersecting? P and S line intersecting. One line. Okay. Q and R intersecting. Yes, Q and R. So this is the only adjacent side. Simple. Whatever line is there now, which is the near of this line, that is the only our adjacent side. Adjacent side means whatever it is, this is our line, and which line is intersecting in this one, that is the only adjacent. So here P and Q P and S is intersecting. So just write angle like that. You can write P or S. Okay, I will write with a blue pen. So write like this. P and S. This is the one line which is intersecting, adjacent. This is the one adjacent. Another Q and R intersecting. That is the our another adjacent. So this is the Q and R. Over. Okay, this is question is over. Now let's talk about the another one. So the next question is that fourth one, the adjacent angle of the S. Adjacent angle. Okay, this is S na. This is S. This point is S. This is the angle. What is the adjacent angle? Adjacent angle. How you will find the adjacent angle to this point? This point means adjacent angle is, just see which line is intersecting. This is like that na. This is like that. Okay, this is the our S, and this is the our S. This is P, and this is R. Okay, now let's understand clearly here. This is the our angle. This is the adjacent angle, that is S. So we have to find what we have to find. Okay, just I will erase that again. I will erase that one. Wait a minute. This is S na. Okay, so we have to find the adjacent angle of the S. Okay, now in the angle S, what is the adjacent angle? Adjacent angle. Opposite angle means, just like if you ask you opposite angle of the S, Q is the opposite angle of the S. Okay now, but it is asking adjacent angles. How you will find? So if you see this angle, in this angle, which line segments are coming? Which angle is coming? Which lines are coming? Which line segments? This Q, P lines are going to the S, and this R lines going to the S, and that is the only adjacent angle. That is the only adjacent angle. So this P is the our one adjacent angle, and this R is our adjacent angle. This two. How it is two, I will explain again to you here. So if you observe this figure, if you observe, just focus here. It is what your question is telling. Your question is asking adjacent angle. It is not asking the opposite angle. It is asking adjacent angle. Adjacent means which is near to the angle. This S angle is there now. Which angle is near to that? From S, this angle, which angle is near? Only this R and P is near. You will say, why sir, why not Q? Because it is opposite, that's why. Why this P and R is near? Why? Because this angle you are looking, S1, in this angle this P is intersecting and Q is intersecting. After this intersecting of this two line, then only not the angle S is formed, and after that one, how the adjacent angle find? Whenever these two lines intersecting, they form an angle. In the front of that line, in this line, that one P, that is the one angle, and that's Q, that is another angle. That is our answer. Okay, you understand? Adjacent angle means just take this line and take this line. Okay, S is our angle. Okay, in the front of S, which line, in this S point, which line is coming? P is coming. Which line is coming? R is coming, and that is the only our adjacent angle. Okay, right. So you can write angle P and angle R is our adjacent angle. Okay, opposite is different, adjacent is different. Adjacent means just look at the line. In adjacent we look the line, in adjacent we will look the line. Okay now, but in the adjacent in the opposite we just see the opposite of that one, like that. Okay, opposite of that we will look in. Okay now, is it clear? Right. So if you have a doubt, sir, why sir this is not I am understanding, if I'm not understanding this one, so you will take another example also. You can do with another one. Can I go through the another question also? If you're not understanding, then I will take another example. Like this is a box. Okay, this is A, this is B, and this is C, and this is D. Okay, so I will ask you, what is the opposite angle of A and B? AB opposite angle. AB, this is AB, opposite. What is the opposite angle? Of course this one, opposite to this one. CD is opposite, so you will write CD is opposite. That's good. I'm asking you, what is the adjacent angle of AB? What is the adjacent angle of AB? So you will say, sir, this is AB is there na, one line is intersecting and this line is also intersecting in this one. So AC and BD is our adjacent side. Okay, like that, if I ask you, what is the angle, opposite angle of B? So opposite angle of B, you do like that and see. Okay, option C is a option C, this C is the opposite angle of B. Okay, now if I ask you what is the opposite angle of B, what is the opposite angle of B, so you will say, sir, this angle B is there na, in this angle A is coming and B is coming, it means that angle A and angle D, this one, this line coming like that, and this form angle, it means A and D is our adjacent angle. Okay na, so you will write like that, A and angle D. Okay, right. So I hope you will understand by this one also. Okay now, so now let's do this one. So name the points in the figure. Okay, so we have to observe this figure and we have to give the name of this one. But first of all, I want to be clear something. Let's suppose this is your house and this is your house and this is the boundary of your house. Okay na, so this is called the boundary of your house, this is called the boundary of your house. So I put inside of you, you are in your home. Okay, this is inside, this is called interior. When you are inside of your house, this is called interior, and this boundary is called, this is the wall of your house, that is called boundary. Okay, we call boundary. So this is your boundary. Okay, this is called a boundary. And what about this, is one tree is in your house, this is a car is parking, there is a market, there is a hospital, there is a school, this is all, everything is outside of your house, this is called the exterior. Okay, now remember this one. Okay na, right. If you see the map of Telangana, I don't know map of Telangana clearly, but if I see, this is the map of India. If you see, okay, this is looking like ice cream, but let's see, this is a map. Okay, it is not perfect. Okay, but I will try. Okay, so this is a map of India. Let's suppose this is a map of India, but it is not looking like. So inside of our country, all are Indians only now. Who is living in India? This all are the Indians. So who are in our nation? They are the interior. And this is the boundary of our country. Yes, this is our boundary, this is our border. And like here the Pakistan is there, so Pakistan is outside of our boundary, it means that this is the exterior people. Okay na, like that. Okay, like this is Telangana, so the people who are living in Telangana, they are the interior, they are Telangana's people. But who are coming from outer states like Andhra, Maharashtra, Odisha, they are the exterior peoples. Okay na, the boundary of Telangana is that. Okay, I hope you will understand that one. Now let's talk about the first question. The first question is that the point in the interior of the quadratic. So this is a quadratic, yes, because this is made by 4 lines, 1 line, 2 line, 3 line, 4 line. So this is our quadratic. So it is asking what are the interior in this quadratic. So in this one, this is a line. In this line, if you see, in this line, what are the interior? So the first question answer is S, and you can write S and R are the interior in this one. Okay, that's good, you are done well. Now let's talk about the second question. The second question, the point of the boundary of the quadratic. In this quadratic line, which is in the boundary. So here, if you see this E is in the boundary. Okay, right. So what you do, we will write the E is in the boundary. This, you know, this E is on the boundary. It is in the boundary. So it is in the boundary. So the second answer is this one. It is E. Okay na. Now let's talk about the third question, this one. Okay, so this is telling that find the exterior of the quadratic. Which are the exterior in this one? Okay na, so just erase this one. Okay, and just this is a line, and after the line which is there, like T is there. Okay na, T. And you know, in the boundary also, I missed one thing here. This is the answer E and C, because C is also in the boundary na, and D is also in the boundary. D is also, you can write like that. Okay, I missed this question. You can write C is in the boundary, D is in the boundary, A is in the boundary, and B in the boundary. Okay, so these are the boundaries. By this, D is in the boundary, C is also in the boundary, B is also in the boundary, E is also in the boundary, and A is also in the boundary. So this one, okay, now you can write D, C, A like that. Okay, now you can write in the proper manner. I will write it again. You can write in this figure which is in the boundary. So here D is in the boundary, write D. So if you see, C is also in the boundary. Okay, after that B is in the boundary, write B in the boundary. After that E is also in the boundary, E is also. After that, and you can write this A is also in the boundary. That's over. Okay, so after that it is completed. Now let's see the third one, which is exterior of the one. So this is a map. Okay, this is the one of this one. Which is the exterior? This T is in the exterior, P is in the exterior. Okay, now Q is in the exterior. So which is exterior? You can write T, P and Q is the exterior. Okay, so this question is completed here only. Whatever in this one, everything is clear. Okay, so I hope is it clear to you. Okay na, right? So here we will, you can write like this one also, A, B, C, D and E. You can do like that also. You can write like that one. Okay now, B, A, B, C, D, E. You can write like that, otherwise you can write like that only. Nothing, both that are the point only na, so don't worry. You can write in the proper manner, A, B, C, D, etc. Okay, right? So this fourth one is clear. Okay, so overall this exercise is totally ended here only. Whatever in this exercise, everything is clear. If you have any doubt, like in the, like I know if you have any doubt in the like adjacent or opposite, okay now, if you have any doubt in this one, so you can tell to me, I will explain that again to you. Okay, so this chapter is totally completed here only. This chapter, not this exercise, is totally completed, and in the next video we will talk about exercise 4.5 solution. Okay, so let's see you in the next video. Jai Hind.